This is Optimist and Solar. That's Optimus right there. That's my baby Solar. Optimus is Chip and Casper's baby, and Solar, of course, is the pigeon that was incubated using human warmth. And the thing that I want to say real quick is, like, if you're trying to get your bird trained, you might want to think about having them in a smaller room like this. This is a bathroom. And it helps out. It does. It helps out. You don't want to let them fly in a big room. They could gain too much speed and get hurt. Also, like, they have the ability to sort of fly away from you. And that's not really what you want to send to the bird. You want to send, a message that you want the bird to hang out and be close to you. So it's helpful to, if you're gonna, get the bird hand trained, have it in a smaller room and let it chill in the small room. And just to let you know that solar I have Solar out. She's out in the big room a lot, but has a different relationship with me than Optimus. Both these birds had PMV, so Optimus went from being fed by my male pigeon Casper to me having to grab it every day, 3 times a day, and force feeding it for about 11 days. So I want Optimus to know that I also, don't grab him. Sometimes I do. I pick him up at least a few times a day, but I'm not force feeding him. And I want him to see me as something positive, and that he doesn't need to run. And he doesn't really have the option of running anyway. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of muscle memory with all animal training. And Optimus is really picking this up. And Optimus isn't a freak. He'll let me pick him up. He'll let me pick him up. He's cool. There's Solar. I'm going to put him back down and make sure that he gets stable. He did have PMV. Both of them. Hey! Leave your brother or sister alone from another mother. And that's exactly the fact, is that Solar is from an egg from Chip and Casper. She genetically is related to Optimus, so they get along pretty good. They do. There's some squabbling between pigeons, that are getting used to each other. That's what you were witnessing. And if you see, I put my hand out here, they'll do that. That's part of pigeon behavior, Remember that even the pigeons that get along, before they start getting along, they sort of do this ritual fighting thing. They do this mock fighting thing. So usually I come in here and these two are just sitting next to each other. This is normal behavior. They like each other a lot, Look at Solar. She's so beautiful. They both had PMV. I was so freaked out. I'm just glad that they made it, and they're both doing real good. So if you're trying to get your pigeon trained, you want to have them in a smaller room at first. Of course, Solar is more used to me, so Solar sleeps out in the big room in the loft. And there will become a point that Optimus can be out there too, but I want to make sure Optimus is flying real good. Optimus, there's 20 days difference between Optimus and Solar. So Optimus is much younger. So we want him to be a little bit older. We want him to be more accustomed to me, because if I need to put him up, I don't want him running. Do you understand what I'm saying? And we'll probably take Optimus for some car rides too. That's another way to get the bird accustomed to being on your shoulder. Have him in the car. And, that's about it. Everybody's doing good. That's Optimus. Very pretty bird. See how his beak is still real pink, right? See how Solar's beak is getting hard? See how the tip is no longer pink? Hey! Leave your brother or sister alone. We don't know if we have males or females here. Look at Solar. Solar's so beautiful. Solar, you're a good girl. Hey, get back there, dude. There they are. They both kicked the virus, didn't you? It's awesome.